Alright, hello everybody. So today I've got a review for you, and this is going to be, I think, a very iffy one whether this is going to go very well or not. It is. That's a notification. It is 6:13 p.m. I'm already wearing my pajamas. Steven's at work. I'm on spring break. And today I'm going to review a book that I finished September 15th, 2020. It is currently March 11th, 2021, so we'll see how well this goes. That book I do not own anymore. I'll put a picture up right now. It is The Scar Boys by Len Vlahos. So, this is a book that I got from the library book sale, the library I used to work at. It's one that I kept trying to push, but nobody would check it out, so I ended up getting withdrawn, and then I took it. But quick synopsis. Let's see how much as I can remember. So basically, the Scar Boys is about this group of kids who decide that they're going to make a band. It's this kid who he was struck by lightning when he was young, and it really kind of fucked up his face, and so he has a lot of trouble making friends. And so he makes friends with this kind of golden boy who ends up they end up making a band together, and so then they're like, we're gonna tour, it's gonna be great. And then things don't go as planned. But this is one of those ones where it's like, it felt like it was made for me because it takes place in the 80s. It's like punk band stuff. Like, that is like my favorite thing, is when stuff is like musician based or music based. Like, I eat that shit up. I love it so much. Like, there's so much of stuff that's of that sort of thing that seeps into my own writing that it's just like impossible to not love. So this book seemed like it was made for me. I also love like near historical fiction, like 70s through 2000s. I'm just like, oh, even 60s. We'll go 60s through like 1960 to like 2010 is like, that's prime time, fun time. And so it just felt like it was going to be something that I would really, really enjoy. But it was not really that wasn't really going to be the case. The characters were the high point. I don't remember who Richie was, but apparently I would give him my heart and soul. So there's that. I have written down as characters were the high point, namely Richie. I would give Richie my heart and soul. So apparently we had a character in there that I really enjoyed. I do think, if I'm remembering correctly, I do think that the characters were very interestingly developed. Like, even the ones that I didn't like all that much were very interesting to read about and interesting to see how they kind of progressed throughout the story. So that was pretty cool. The writing was decent. It was nothing special. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't anything that I was like gonna write home about. And it was very much a find yourself young white dude book. And I think this is the book that actually inspired the shelf, but now I have a shelf on Goodreads that just says "Find Yourself, White Dude," which are books about a young white kid, a young white boy. Although if a book with a female main character has the right vibe, it'd probably get under there too. But a young white man in America normally. I guess I could stretch it to fit UK, Eastern Europe, not Eastern Europe, Western Europe. But because normally Eastern European people have more serious things to worry about. And it's normally about like music or getting their first girlfriend or so. Like picture your stereotypical John Green situation. You know, your paper towns, you're looking for Alaska thing, and it's like find yourself. So hence the name of the shelf being Find Yourself, White Dude. Yeah, and this was one of those books where it was like, obviously this kid did have more that had been going on in his life prior to this. I mean, he was, struck by lightning and stuff like that. There was a lot of serious bullying stuff introduced in this book, which is another thing that I should have liked a little bit more, because I do really like reading about bullying. I think that's one of my favorite little subtopics there when it comes to young adult contemporaries. But now, it very much had like a I don't know, just find yourself, white dude kind of vibe to it. And overall, it was surprisingly more meh than I thought it was going to be. I know this is so fucking short, but it was really just like kind of like, okay. And I don't really even know if I want to be like, yeah, no, pick it up if it sounds interesting. Because it sounded interesting to me. I just didn't give a shit about it, like... Maybe if you're younger, I try to read a lot of different things for a lot of different ages, because I like to read everything. So maybe if you're younger and this sounds interesting, I would definitely check it out or something like that. But overall, I ended up giving it 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. It just was. But yeah, that is all for today. I will talk to you later, and goodbye.